Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your wages are being garnished. We can stop that now. It's hard enough to pay your bills when things are good, let alone when a big chunk of your take-home pay is gone before you even get your check. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, and I can stop the garnishment and get the creditors off your back immediately, often the same day as our consultation. Both Chapter 7 and 13 provide bankruptcy relief, but choosing the right chapter is crucial. In a free consultation, we can create a plan to get your finances back under your control. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle.
Let's play B-Mix.
It's time to play the game.
Yeah.
So everybody scream his name. B-Mix, don't be a loser. Whoa. B-Mix, you're a loser.
It is time for B-Mix. It's time to pump it up for Monday. Keep it. Yeah, pump it up for that Easter hangover. Oh, is that what it is? Oh, yeah, you got all that chocolate in your belly. Probably couldn't sleep well. Maybe that's just me. No, that's a good point. Chocolate and eggs is a great combination for everybody.
Ate like a champ yesterday.
Did you really?
Easter's the best.
Did you get like that good old brunch action? What was going on, man?
Oh, just all the foods. I mean, it was just a lot of pie. Ooh. Ate a lot of pie. I almost, dude. Someone brought like a cucumber salad that had like it's kind of like how you see at a sushi restaurant with like the sesame seeds and like soy sauce. I was getting a little too aggressive. I put one in my mouth and I inhaled and it got stuck in my throat.
Oh no!
So I was like in this weird moment of, do I just try and swallow this whole cucumber, like this cucumber chip kind of thing, or do I try and like what do I do? Am I going in or am I going out? And luckily it just kind of like, it slid right back out. But for a half a second, I'm like, this would put a massive damper on Easter if all of a sudden I started choking on a cucumber.
Yes.
Yes. Like, I didn't even tell anyone because I'm like, this is just too embarrassing. I'll wait till I share it with the people on the radio.
Wow. That's the best way to do that.
I was like, oh boy, is this how I'm going to go out?
That would be slightly awkward, right? After the roast. You go, sorry, Steve's not here. Why? Well, he choked on a cucumber.
Well, I mean, that's how it is. I mean, his life's best moment. What's the point of going
I
out?
hit Mecca. I finally got to do my ventriloquist show in front of people.
Exactly.
I might as well just leave the planet.
The circle is complete.
Well, you're here, so let's get to the game. We've got Rachel in Tacoma to take you on. Rachel, are you there?
I am.
Excellent. All right, Steve, get out of here. Goodbye. For those playing at home, Rachel will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Rachel, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Which Magic Mike actor co-stars alongside Sandra Bullock in the newly released movie The Lost City?
Tatum Channing?
No.
Channing Tatum?
Yes. How many points are the E and the O worth in a Scrabble game?
2 points.
No.
1 point.
Yes. Who directed the 1996 movie Mars Attacks?
Pass.
The dish gazpacho originated in what country?
Italy.
No.
Pass.
Who
Spain.
is the yes? Who is the oldest Kardashian sister?
Courtney.
Yes. Vodka and orange juice make up what cocktail?
Screwdriver.
Yes. David Tennant is known for playing which famous doctor on TV?
Pass.
Which U.S. state has the longest land border with Canada?
Say that again.
Which U.S. state has the longest land border with Canada?
Alaska?
Yes. Cameron Diaz and Jason Segel starred in the 2014 movie titled Sex What?
Pass.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 correct.
Ooh.
Not a bad score.
No, not at all.
And Steve's nursing that Easter hangover, so there's some wiggle room there. You might have a chance to get yourself a win.
Oh, there's going to be a well actually moment too. I hope.
A well actually moment?
Oh yeah, I thought maybe that Rachel might accidentally do it. We'll see if Steve accidentally does it. Then I get to do my well actually.
Oh okay. Yeah. Oh, this will be great.
Yeah.
Steve, you're back.
Yes, I am.
Are you ready?
Oh, yeah!
Which Magic Mike actor co-stars alongside Sandra Bullock in the newly released movie The Lost City? Which Magic Mike?
Oh, Channing Tatum.
Yes.
Thank you.
How many points are the E and the O each worth in a Scrabble game?
5?
No.
10?
No.
6?
No.
9?
No. Who directed the 1996 movie Mars Attacks?
Quentin Tarantino.
No.
Well,
Wow.
blank.
No.
Steven Spielberg.
No. The dish gazpacho originated in what country?
I'm going to go France.
No.
Germany.
No.
Italy.
No. Who is the oldest Kardashian sister?
Chloe.
No.
Kim?
No.
Courtney.
Yes. Vodka and orange juice make up what cocktail?
Screwdriver.
Yes. David Tennant is known for playing which famous doctor on TV?
Oh, the doctor's here, right? BJ, Doctor Who.
Yes. Which U.S.
Yes.
state has the longest land border with Canada?
Michigan.
No.
Washington.
No.
New York.
No. Cameron Diaz and Jason Segel starred in the 2014 movie titled Sex What?
Tape.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Steve, you're back. And you lose 6-5.
Son of a... Nice job, Rachel.
Thank you.
Rachel, I do appreciate that because, of course, I get this.
Ooh, nice. That'll get you pumped up.
Oh, yeah.
If you're a Scrabble player, you would know that the vowels are worth 1 point. So the E's and the O's, those are each worth 1 point. Rachel got that one correct. She also knew that gazpacho originated in Spain. Spain.
Gazpacho.
Yes. And also she knew that the U.S. state that has the longest border with Canada is Alaska.
Come on, Steve.
Not bad.
Hey, BJ, who directed Mars Attacks?
That was Tim Burton.
Yes, it was.
Did he?
And I say that movie holds up, even though it's almost 30 years old.
You just recently watched it, so yeah.
I did, and it's such a great satire. I really like that movie a lot. I think it does hold up very well.
Was that his first movie that he directed, or
No, this was in the mid-'90s, so I mean, he had still done like Edward Scissorhands and Batman by that point.
Is that a reboot of a 60s movie or something? Or
I think it was a take on those old 60s movies.
Got you. Okay.
It was, but there were also trading cards. Where, like, Topps made a bunch of weird trading cards when I was a kid, and they were called Mars Attacks cards.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
I didn't
that's
even
why-
realize that. Okay.
Yeah, I love that he made a movie based on those cards, and that was so funny. Those Martians were just so great. Yeah. It was like they were the original Aflac.
I was about to say that's what they sound like.
Well, congrats. Oh, sorry, never mind. You lost.
Congrats to Rachel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that was a great day. Thank you, Rachel. Fantastic. Of course, yesterday was Easter, and apparently the Easter Bunny accidentally handed out condoms at an elementary school.
Safe humping.
Oh yeah. All right. Happy Hump Day with the bunnies. I'll tell you all about this at 7:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Someone who was dressed up as the Easter Bunny handed out plastic eggs outside an elementary school in Austin last Thursday. But instead of candy, some of the eggs contain unopened condoms. Okay.
Well, at least they weren't open.
Yeah. I mean, hey kids.
Wow.
Enjoy the balloons that we got you.
Yeah.
Some are different. You know what? I'm not even going to go down that road. Enjoy the balloons.
What is happening? Yeah.
How do you screw that up?
Yeah. Well, actually, you know what? This does seem to be very innocuous and a mistake that actually could have happened when you hear the context of the story. Because it was a parent, and school officials told him to leave, and the parent's like, "What? And the parent's like, oh. Yeah, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Because the parent was in the Easter Bunny costume. She works as a pharmacist and had done an Easter-themed safe sex clinic earlier in the day. So again, so she had two bunny gigs, basically.
Oh, and so she didn't separate the eggs? Like, did she have condom eggs and then kids' eggs?
She had condom eggs and kids' eggs, and she was still in costume when she went to pick up her second grader, and all the kids mobbed her. So this was impromptu. She was like, oh my gosh, I didn't even think of the fact that the kids would be like, oh, hey. And so she said she called her husband and go, hey, can you bring some eggs for me to hand out to the kids? So that, she just decided to make it a magical moment. And she had eggs with candy, but the husband picked up the eggs with the condoms. And
was it an accident, or does his husband have a really sick sense of humor? Why not?
Yeah, that's a very good question. Did they have an argument earlier in the day?
Right.
Very, very good question. So, I mean, gosh, of course, the school had to send a letter to the parents. But, I mean, come on. It was an accident. I mean, this is... that
most parents are probably going to be like, honest mistake. But there's probably that one parent. I want to see some heads roll. And I don't know what they're going to like. What is the school going to like? Look, we didn't sanction this. It's not like we said, hey, come by as the Easter Bunny and hand out rubbers.
And it's an elementary school. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, you didn't sanction this? Are you sure? Yeah.
Right? Like, would everyone be like, likely story principal? Like, we know what you're up to. Like, no one's going to, I would hope no one's going to think they did anything wrong.
And I don't even understand the problem. It's like kids do not care. They just don't care. You go, oh, that's just something that adults use sometimes. Oh, yeah? What for? No, they're not balloons. They're for other things. We'll tell you later. I mean, that's all you got to say.
Right. A kid's just going to be pissed because there's no chocolate.
Right.
Yeah, that's all. It's like, that's something else. That's for medicine. That's for people that have a medical situation. That's all you got to say.
Or if you're at the roast, those are for Kevin Deere from Metal Shop's fingers.
Wow. Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, if you were at the roast, you understand what that means.
I was.
And I'm not. Unfortunately, we can't even explain what that means, really. So
no, not really. No.
No. So you know what? I think it's best to.
Moving on. It's the lukewarm topic of the day.
So someone who was dressed up as the Easter Bunny accidentally handed out condoms outside of an elementary school. Based on this, we want to know, what is your massive screw-up story? Yep. When did you make a horrible yet hilarious mistake? 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. What is your massive screw-up story? When did you make a horrible but hilarious mistake? Your calls, your texts after Rage Against the Machine on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW. It's the lukewarm topic of the day.
Boom, we're back in it. Boom. Woo, can't wait to get Danny back tomorrow. The roast of Joey Z.
That's it.
Don't roast me again, guys. I don't know if I can take it.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Someone who was dressed up as the Easter Bunny accidentally handed out condoms outside of an elementary school. So based on this, we want to know, what is your massive screw-up story? When did you make a horrible yet hilarious decision? 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
So I just texted in my very first job. I accidentally charged a customer $500 for a loaf of bread instead of $5.
Oh, no.
Did they pay it, though? That's the key.
Right? I wonder sometimes about that when I do the thing on all right, how much of a tip do you want to put in? You have to I'll type $7 on a tip. And I'm always worried I'm going to put $700. And I'm like, man, that especially when you're doing a mod pizza and you're doing a pickup order, that's going to be awkward to go in there and be like, I'm sure you guys were all really pumped about that $700 tip. But can I get 693 of those dollars back, please?
Yeah,
it's still a good tip. It's more than 20%, guys.
Yeah, I kind of, oh man, I never pay. I mean, I don't pay attention to anything unless all of a sudden it's a high, it jumps digits. Yeah. I expect to pay 2 digits for a meal. You could charge me $20, $40 more. I wouldn't know unless it jumps into a third, the 3 digits. And I'm like, wait a minute, what happened here? So I never pay attention. So I easily could be doing that.
Oh, that's cool. This person texted back and said, my boss wasn't mad, just refunded the customer. Yeah, harmless mistake.
Right, yeah, man. And, it's the other way around that's really the problem, because I remember my dad, bought a $2,000 item, and they charged him 20 cents. Uh-huh. And I believe that they never knew.
Huh.
Yeah, it was either $2 or something, but she put the decimal in the wrong place, and that was one of the first fights he and I ever had, because he thought he was making out like a bandit, and I said, Dad, that doesn't seem right. Shut up. And he just, it was one of those shut up moments where we're leaving the store. And, he was like, they have all the money. I'm like, yeah, but I think it's really going to be the person that rings it up. That's going to be the issue. They're probably going to get in trouble. Have you thought about that? You stupid kid.
You stupid kid.
Yeah, that was one of the first of the many fights I had with my father about commerce.
This one's because Easter-based. Someone said, my wife put out 30 eggs the night before for my daughter to find in the yard. Well, the neighborhood raccoons found 8 of them. And they also left a few human-sized piles of poo at the bottom of one of the trees in my yard.
Oh, wow.
Where all my eggs? The raccoons got them.
And they left their own eggs. That's not good.
Those aren't chocolate.
And the poor kid's probably running around in the grass trying to find eggs, not realizing what it's stepping in.
Oh, man.
Happy Easter. Oh. That's not chocolate. You're right, Rev.
Yeah. Wow, I guess chocolate's not bad for raccoons, or maybe it is. If it is, then
maybe
you know what?
That's why they were leaving presents.
Yeah, you solved the problem. This year it's a problem. Next year it shouldn't be a problem.
Or later on today, you're going to find a lot of Easter raccoons lying around.
Well, that's what they get for touching what doesn't belong to them.
So I just taken over the shipping duties at my company, and we had a shipment going to Switzerland. A guy shipped out a few weeks later. The customer said, "Hey, where's my order?" Turns out I shipped it to Swaziland instead of Switzerland, Africa, not Europe.
Whoa, that is a big difference.
Yeah, it is. But I wouldn't know.
I guess you just send something new. You don't. I mean, you can't send someone to Swaziland to be like, "Hey, that shipment I sent, we need it back."
You can hope maybe they send it back.
I wonder what it was, because if you're in Swaziland, you know how we are when we get Amazon packages. You're probably so stoked, and you open it up and it's going, self-sealing stem bolts. I don't need these. What the hell is this?
Or you get the package. I don't know, but you be like, I'll try and get it back to that person. I'll drive to their house and drop it off in front of their house.
Yeah.
Then you'll be like, what the hell? How am I going to get to Switzerland? This is a pain in my ass. Get on them.
You'll have to get it done, though, Steve. You know what? You want to be that friendly guy.
How about this one's great? Massive screw up. I convinced my wife to go to the roast of Steve Miggs. My wife, mind you, is very religious. This was an awkward night, but I did realize she didn't hate the C word as much as I thought she would. LOL.
Well, you used it enough for everybody. I mean, the puppet used it enough for everybody.
The puppet drove it home at the end of the roast.
Yes.
Yeah, I was very surprised that on Easter weekend, I forgot it was Easter weekend myself, so I didn't design any material that would be anti-Easter, but I was surprised that some people took a shot, and I thought, well, all right, there's some things I go, I don't know, should I do a joke? Probably not. Let's just, you know what?
Yeah, you're right. The C word probably wasn't as bad as I think. I think Terrence said something about zombie Jesus or something.
Yeah,
you're right.
Ryan Castle went hard on that stuff, and I can't even say things. There were nails involved. Like, man,
right.
That's right.
Yeah, he went hard. I remember making a comment about Taryn, and then I turned to her after Ryan's part, and I said, "You know what, Taryn, you're off the hook. I feel like there's going to be bigger fish for Jesus to fry, as it were." So,
how about this one? Said I let my mother-in-law open up a package that I thought I knew what was in it. Ended up being a giant adult toy that my husband ordered. Then 1 month later, he sent a nude selfie to her rather. Oh, she sent a nude selfie to her rather than my husband by mistake.
Okay, so first,
your poor mother-in-law.
Yeah, so he's got the adult toy situation thanks to him, and then you turn around and make it even worse. All right.
She must just be like, what the hell has happened to my son and his wife? What are they trying to tell me?
See, the thing is I wonder how, if you're the father-in-law, you're like, well, you know what? I'm glad my kid found a woman that they're having a good time with. But mom, it's hard to know how it goes over with her. But then it's at least less embarrassing than sending it to the father-in-law if you send your nude selfie to the dad-in-law. That I think at least mom-in-law is a little less embarrassing.
Or which would be worse, though, having her open up a package that was not meant for her and it's that adult toy.
Yeah, that's tough.
Or as we learned at the radio, at the roast, as your daughter called your radio award, it looked like a massive, ski.
Yeah.
Or having a naked picture of yourself sent to your mother-in-law.
Well, again, if it's, as a dude, I wouldn't want a naked picture of myself sent to my mother-in-law.
Our father-in-law.
If it was sent to my father-in-law, I think he'd be like, you idiot. And, he could just dismiss it. Though no dad likes to see the guy go, here's what I'm railing your daughter with. Either way, it's a beating.
That's legit the worst would you rather I think we could ever come up with. Would you rather a naked, excited picture sent to your mother or father-in-law? I'm like thinking it, and I'm like, there's no winning in that.
No, not at all.
Yeah, where I think mom could go, oh, she's a sweet woman, trying to make my son happy. Right. And then the dad would be like, oh, hey, good for you, son. It doesn't work very well if I'm sending naked pictures to any in-law.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's you know what? Let's just not send pictures to anybody's in-laws. I think that's probably good.
I'm not sending pictures anymore ever again.
Yeah. Though I'm all for sending pictures that aren't me, but you can Photoshop my head on very attractive bodies. Sure, you can send those to the in-laws. Go right ahead.
This one's harmless, but it is kind of awkward. My first year as a Christmas caroler, I sang "I'll Be Home for Christmas" to the nice folks at the retirement center, not realizing they weren't going home for Christmas, but in fact, they were in a home for Christmas.
That's awesome. I'll be in a home for Christmas.
I'm surprised not one of the cranky older, like, someone that's old had to be cranky and be like, this is our home now, you dip ass.
That would have been me.
Yo, please.
Yeah. Please make sure you send all the folks to my nursing home that I'm in. It's going to be a blast for everybody. Yeah. Oh, I love that. That's the kind of stuff I love, man. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. We want to know, what is your massive screw-up story? When did you make a horrible yet hilarious mistake? 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
Someone said I did once accidentally send an excited picture to my wife's mom.
Oh!
She made fun of me at the next Christmas dinner for the rest of the night.
Oh, no,
she waited until Christmas dinner to roast you.
It would be great if it was like he sent it in the summer and then just held on to this until like that awkward of, when are we going to have this conversation in person? Because I'm sure that he texted back and be like, I'm so sorry, this was a terrible mistake, but
she made fun of him. But I want to know, like, was it because he sent it, or was she making fun of what she saw?
Oh,
that makes it that much worse.
That's a double whammy.
Yeah.
Just get out of the pool, mom-in-law. Come on.
Like, all of a sudden, her Christmas gift to him is like one of those gas station boner pills.
Yeah.
That's the white elephant. That's her white elephant thing.
Yeah. And speaking of white elephant, did I tell you my son-in-law sent me a picture of him naked?
Hey-yo.
Yeah. And today, instead of Christmas ham, in celebration of my son-in-law, we'll have Christmas sausage.
Another picture that once accidentally sent my father-in-law pictures of myself. This is from a female because he wrote back and said, nice.
Okay. Wow. You do not do that. No. That is not a father-in-law response. Here's what you do.
What else are you supposed to say?
Here's what you do. You write back and you say, as a responsible in-law adult, hey, Missy, I didn't get your message. Somehow, you know what? It said object could not be loaded.
Can you resend it to me?
Did you want to send me something? That way they can feel great and go, no, sorry, butt dial, and that's the way you do it. That's how you save their face.
BJ, that's brilliant. If that ever happens by accident, I want to do that just so I can see what they will send again to cover, like a picture of a puppy, a picture of a sandwich that they're eating. Like, what are they going to try and cover it up with?
Yeah, unless, of course, they go, oh, no, it's a picture of my ass. You didn't get it. I'll send it again because I'm that daughter-in-law. Yeah, that would be great.
Then 10 minutes later, you go, hey, I got the original picture. It's not that sandwich you sent me. I'm very confused. Like,
yeah, wait a second.
Roast beef sandwich? I don't know what's going on here.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Wow. Too far?
Yeah. Well, I think, since the roast, there's nothing too far. You can't ever... Hey, Tom Hanks, he's back in the news as he once again did something awesome. But finally, this time had nothing to do with crashing weddings. I'll tell you what Tom Hanks did at 7:47 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. If I call Travis, will I actually see him or someone who works for him?
Absolutely. When you come in to see my office, when you first call in, my staff will try to help you with any basic questions that you have. I can give you a call back, but they'll usually try to schedule you for a free consultation with me, the attorney, and I'll meet with you personally. We'll talk about the basics of your case, and I'll take you through a question and answer session that an interview that usually lasts about 30 minutes. We'll get the basics of your financial situation. I can answer your questions, and we can talk about whether bankruptcy makes sense, your non-bankruptcy options, and how bankruptcy could affect you, what the process is.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.